This argument is something I've seen a lot in media lately. I don't really care what race the person I'm dating is, as long as someone is good looking in my eyes and we are attracted to each other. I feel like the woke perspective on interracial dating has taken us backwards and we've regressed to where we were decades ago. As Gen Xers, we grew up in an era when interracial relationships were largely frowned upon. And for many different cultures, it was something that our parents would not have accepted, or they would have accepted begrudgingly at best. And it took a lot of work to overcome that, to reach a point where in the 90s, interracial relationships were seen as a good thing. It was no longer seen as damaging a bloodline by making it impure. And we looked at places like Brazil, where everybody was mixed, as a beautiful future to aspire to, where there'll be no more black and white, just shades of beige. But you could argue that that is already the reality, and that race is a social construct because it doesn't really exist, because we are all just shades of beige, because there is nobody who is black and nobody who is white. Of course, we have national borders and languages and cultures and traditions, but race, as in black, white, and yellow, or Mongoloid, Negroid, Caucasoid, is made up, right? But just as everything was beginning to look wonderful, along comes progressive liberal academia to deconstruct it all. And that's not in itself a bad thing because it's important to deconstruct history. We all know that it's been twisted, manipulated by those in power to justify the power they hold, and uncovering hidden truths to reveal and celebrate the glory of oppressed peoples is a good thing and it's an important thing. But for people without the maturity and emotional intelligence to process all these new things they're learning, their frustration can be channeled into hate. And we've all seen this playing out in recent years in the field of race relations. We now see semi-educated woke extremists demanding a return to segregation, and the vilification of interracial dating is part of this. Caucasians who choose to date outside their race are labeled as fetishizers. The innocent, pure attraction they feel for people of different ethnicities has been repackaged as exploitation, because once a colonizer, always a colonizer. And us ethnics are labeled as white worshippers if we date outside of our lower caste. It's like they've taken the most racist rhetoric they could find from the 50s and repackaged it as anti-racism and sold it to you with a student loan. One human race, many shades, many cultures, one struggle, one love.